sometimes it can sound like a cliche when I say it really is special and such a pleasure sharing the stage with Elim, but it really is the case, you know. I really enjoy every minute of us spending time together, working together, playing music together, and it just makes it so much more enjoyable to have a friend on stage. And of course, she's a wonderful musician. But, more importantly for me, she's a wonderful human being. So I look forward to it, and whenever I was back here, I had a great time, and I feel the audience in Mexico is very warm and very welcoming, so can't wait.
He almost said everything. I think to add on this, I mean, everything he said is true. And I think every time after working with Lukáš, and then I'm already looking in my calendar, okay, when is the next time we'll meet? You know, where in the world we're going to work together. But another thing is, it's really great having a friend on stage, but also when, you know, I know he's such a great musician and pianist, it challenges me to also, you know, to bring my best, because I don't want to disappoint him, because it's because I know, you know, we both care in music so much. So it's, that is, you know, when we both want to do so much for the music, it's really nice, and to, you know, to do it together, and that vision is, yeah, when you have that, it's special.
So if challenge for both of you, because you are such a good conductor, Jung, such a good pianist, Jung, so it's gonna make, and we're gonna expect a very good concert this time.
Now you challenge us.
Now I'm telling you, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think everyday life inspires me, and there are just so many things you cannot point out one or two, but you know, I still believe music and the arts have the ability to bring people together. Again, it might sound like a cliche, but it's very true, especially today. And I feel quite privileged to have this opportunity to share music with people worldwide, to have this talent. And I can't imagine not giving it my all. You know, when I'm on stage or when I'm immersed in music, I need to feel like, you know, the effort is always there 100%. Otherwise, I wouldn't feel satisfied, and I don't think anybody would enjoy the experience. So, but I think on a basic level, you know, just everyday normal life is what inspires me. People and nature and things of that nature.
Well, I think music itself is just, you know, why we become musicians, because I think, again, it sound funny in a way, but, you know, sometimes when life is not good, you know, of course life is, it has both the good things and the bad things, and both things, music embrace everything. It has, you know, the happiness, it has the sadness, it has fear, it has, hope. And it expresses just all sorts of emotions, and, you know, we can escape in it almost, you know, when you don't get something in, let's say, real life, music gives you that comfort, actually. So in some ways, music is like the best friend you have. So with that, you know, you when you go on stage and share this, I mean, sometimes I also think that's no need, like there's no other things other than music. That's more important. And also, of course, for the audience, there may be people the first time to hear Beethoven or the Dvorák. And for them, you know, I want them to go away with thinking, I want to listen to more Beethoven. I want to hear more music. I want to come to the next concert. You know, there's always some people come in, have a sad day, and maybe the music can touch that person. So that too, you know, is a mission
To give
share
the
an
passion to the
experience.
people.
I would say that's the most challenging part of this job, at least for me. All these days I spend on the road in these hotels and airports. Of course, the first few years you enjoy it, or it's still new and somehow fun, but then it becomes a bit tedious, and you know, then I really have to put, I mean, just my mind has to be focused on the music, remind myself why I'm here. It's not a vacation, it's not meant to be fun, but the music is worth it at the end of the day. That's what I love the most. I cannot imagine my life without it. And, you know, of course, often I would like to maybe just stay in one place for a longer period of time, but that's not possible. This is just how a musician's life is.
But that's why it makes so much better when you can work with a friend. We talked about this also, you know, how to tackle this, because we both have a very crazy schedule. We both. So sometimes it's you get really tired, and sometimes it's really how to survive, how to get over jet lag when the concert is right there, and it's not pretty sometimes, you know, and those things we of course don't let the public see, because once you get on stage, there's no space and time for the exhaustion, for the, you know, all that is within us. But then again, because the music is so, in the end, you know that this is your life, so we keep doing it. Yeah.
I like watching sports, soccer, basketball. I love nature. If I have more time, I always do some hiking in the mountains. Beach sounds good too. Some stupid video games and maybe a few beers, and I'm more than happy.
Yeah, I think for me, yeah, nature. Sometimes actually just silence. It's sometimes funny because I also need to spend time alone, because as a conductor I work always with people. Always I'm surrounded by people. People ask me to do things, and so when I'm off, actually I can take my bike and just bike somewhere in the nature, sit down next to the water at the lake, and just spend a few hours yourself.
Be yourself.
Yeah, and that's wonderful. You can hear birds chirping, and without music sometimes, just that. But of course, sometimes just have fun with friends. They're not musicians. Just talk to. So you feel like, okay, I'm not a conductor. I'm just as like everyone
Oh yeah,
else.
that's so important. Because I think we live in this little bubble, always surrounded by other musicians or people from this field, and that can sometimes get on your nerves. So.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You maybe feel so comfortable without musicians sometimes.
But that's why also it's like actually some of my best friends are not musicians, and it's great.
Yeah, I think.
Musically speaking, we are pretty much on the same page. I think instinctually we, click and we know what we're trying to do. Sometimes, we need some time to kind of get to know the piece a little better or work on some details, but at the end of the day it's just very easy. It's, at least we can really talk about anything. We can discuss whatever needs to be discussed. Sometimes when I, especially when I was younger, I always felt when I come to an orchestra and there's this old maestro, this guy that thinks he understands and knows everything better than you. I mean, I have the utmost respect for these guys, but still, I never felt comfortable, or there's some kind of distance between myself and the conductor, and that never happens to us. So that's really important for me, and we just think
everything he said, I love this. Like, I don't need to be scared what to not tell him, or like we can just say to him, like, this is my first time working on this piece, actually, really, this Beethoven concerto. So help me out. Like, are there things I need to, because he has more experience, and I'm open to, about that, and it's really easy because I just know where he wants to go, what he would, do. But at the same time, there's also a little surprise with him all the time. But that's also because the musical instincts, and I also could sort of predict it. So, okay, I know now he wants to go, and then we just go, and then see, and just enjoy the ride. And I think that's also very fun with him. Because, of course, in a concert, there's always different from
Different.
the rehearsal.
There has to be some element of
Yeah.
not necessarily surprise, but it has to be spontaneous.
Exactly.
Always.
Well, and do you have any kind of anecdote or fun story about you working together that you want to share? There are so many, I thought.
I guess it's the third time we worked together, I think. Yeah. First time in Gratinaya.
Well, I think this concert we did in Antwerp was quite.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Maybe you can talk about that.
Well, so the last time we were working together in Belgium, we were doing Liszt Piano Concerto No. 2, which is a short concerto and a lot of episodes, but it just goes. And we had two concerts. The first concert is a very interesting one. It's a club concert. It's with different audience, with a presenter on stage, and it was just quite awkward because she is just a very interesting person. Yeah.
I think she's some TV personality
Yeah.
from one of the popular Belgian
Yeah.
media, but it was strange because first of all, this concerto, even if it's played in its entirety, it's about 20 minutes.
Exactly.
And they said, "Well, this is too long. We need some excerpts." And
To even cut it,
so
just play
then
this.
and the concerto is in one movement pretty much.
Yeah.
There are no good places
To stop.
cut
You
it
just
or
go
to
on.
stop. But of course, she wanted to have an interview on stage after the first part of the
Yeah.
concerto.
So he literally
And then
he was
people,
supposed
of
to
course,
go on.
nobody knew it's over, so nobody would clap, and it was so awkward. But
Yeah.
then she came and started talking about some strange things, and then we continued. And there was this smoke on stage,
Yeah.
just like at a rock concert.
Yeah.
And it was just a very different kind of experience. And honestly, I couldn't wait for it to be over because this is not exactly what I enjoy. I might be a little serious sometimes, but still, I think this music needs to be. I mean, it's fun, but this was not my kind of fun. I have to say.
And she is just a very spontaneous person, So we never really know the questions coming. So it's really like, what?
Like me, so she's like me.
Yeah. So that was quite an experience.
But of course, the next day we did a proper
Yeah.
concert.
So the next time you said, the last time we were in Mexico, there is a girl that interviewed us and came with not.
Exactly, you become the next anecdote.
That we don't know what we can expect about the questions.
No, you're doing fine.
Okay. And if you can invite people to come to this concert.
He's back. Did you see it? Last time I was because
It's
I was
a puppet.
playing
We have
the
puppets.
Beethoven 5, so this is Beethoven. Right?
Oh, hello.
Hello. So if you can invite people
Hello, Ludwig.
to this concert, what they have to come to see together in the stage.
So, Elim, Ludwig, and I would like to invite you all to join us this weekend. Well, we're very much looking forward to playing for you. There will be the third piano concerto by Beethoven, one of my favorite pieces, and then there will be Dvorák Symphony No. 7, and that again is a piece by my countrymen, and I'm pretty sure we're going to enjoy. We can't wait to share some beautiful music with you.